Have you ever prayed for something deep down you actually did not expect to happen? Be honest. This is exactly what the early church did in Acts of the Apostle chapter 12. And what happened in that scripture will shock you. Let's break it down. The Bible tells us a story in Acts of the Apostle chapter 12. And what happened in that scripture is very, very interesting that you need to hear. So in Acts of the Apostle chapter 12, James was killed by Herod. Bible recorded that James was killed by Saul, so he was executed. And what happens next was very interesting. As soon as James died, Herod took Peter and arrested Peter, and Peter was in the prison. So the church saw the pattern and began to pray. It was very interesting. So in the case of James, listen, in the case of James, there were no prayer. Nothing happened. The church did not pray. The church did not gather. No vigil. No intercession. Nobody prayed until he died. When Peter was picked up and was arrested, the church started praying. Why? What happened? What changed? It was the same people, the same God, the same situation. But this time, the church took a different approach and started praying for Peter. Why? They have seen pattern. They have seen that if they keep quiet, the pattern will continue. So the church took a stand and said, no, enough of this. Let me tell you something. There are times you need to say no. There are situations you need to reject. There are things you need to say no to. And until you do that, the outcome will become the same. The outcome will be the same. So, as the church started praying, Peter was in the prison, the church started praying. Something happened. The Bible said that an angel appeared in the prison, and the doors were opened, and Peter was released. But this is the interesting part. The Bible said Peter came to the same place where the church were praying and knocked on the door. And a girl named Rhoda recognized his voice. Instead of opening the door, he ran back and went back and told. She ran back and went back and told the people. When she did that, guess what happened? Wait, guess what happened? They said you must be out of your mind. They said that Peter is at the door. Wait, the church that were praying for the release of Peter were surprised and shocked to hear that Peter is at the door. So in the first place, they didn't believe that that prayer would release Peter. They didn't believe that that would happen. So as soon as they brought the report that Peter is out, he's standing on the door, they were scared. They didn't believe that. And many of us are in between situations. Are you the one? You are not praying. You are just waiting. Or are you praying but not expecting? Here is my message for you. When you pray, expect. When you pray, expect. Because one day, the answer to your prayer could be standing at your door. The answer to your prayer could be standing at your door. And Acts of Apostles chapter 12 proved that God can answer you. God will still answer you even when you don't believe. So today I tell you, don't just pray, believe, expect, have faith, and wait for it. Your answer will get to you. If this message get to you, if this message touch you, if this message relate to you, share, subscribe, and send to someone who remind this, who need this. Stay blessed.